dump concrete into the problem.
Yeah, that's it. They just cover the problem.
They need a lake again.
Cover the problem up with a massive amount of concrete. It's just cover everything up with concrete and just forget about it.
This is the kind of stuff that the reason you have to rip jump on. This is the kind of stuff that gets covered up right away. Like China will not report this part.
No. So there you go, like a whole street sinks. Instead of getting in there and digging it up and making it right and doing it properly, let's just go pour a shit ton of concrete on top until it kind of reaches the level it used to. And it doesn't matter what, like trees or debris or whatever's under there, because that's gonna hollow out and cause more problems in the future. Let's just
What up, y'all?
You could say, I'm seriously disappointed that they would do something.
It's nuts. By the way, this is going to be a freaking story.
No. So this was the first of August was happened, right? Yeah. Now,
Literally, I've been home for like 3 seconds and I saw you going live. I've been home for like 3 seconds.
and there's a reason that
I just got back from the grocery store.
Well, I
What's
did
up,
too. Dinner,
Twinsies.
right?
Mine was a 2-joint walk. I brought 2 joints.
Oh, I rode. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little too far to be trying to walk to a grocery store, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? He's a little more out there than I am.
Probably
Just a little bit. I'll tell you what.
a 12-minute fucking drive to the fucking grocery store. I couldn't imagine trying to walk that.
Oh man, that's like a double hour, 3 hour, man. I bet. Return
Yeah,
too.
There's no way I was carrying the shit
So anyway,
back.
yeah, we remember this is August 1st.
I'll piss everybody off and roll a joint. I don't even fucking care.
Roll a joint. I was about to.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I gotta keep going back to this guy, man. He's like, I got Kush or Kush. I was like, I don't care.
Good,
Just
good.
yeah, man. It was like Purple Kush or Bubba Kush, and I was like, yeah, a little bit of both.
Hey, why you like you said cushion cush? Like I'll take some of that Bubba. I wonder if it was a pre 98 Bubba.
Personally, yes. I personally think that it's got to be somewhere because from the look, the taste, the smell. Like, dude, I just walked down the street like there was nobody around, and it was rush hour. I walked down there like I was the only person around smoking this shit. You know what I mean? When you get like planet stone, like you're like off in space, like yeah.
You're like,
Somebody
yeah,
like somebody says hello to you, you're like, yeah, 5:30.
5:30.
Yeah. Someone's like hello, and you're like, yeah, about 5:30.
Right, I never asked you about the fuck time.
Yeah. What? Oh, oranges.
What's up, Trista?
Oh, we got
What's up, Dinky?
Yeah, man. It's not that hot. It's the humidity. I bet it's not even fucking 80, but it's got to be like 80% humidity.
It's not even hot here.
Really?
Yeah, like complete change in the temperature.
No, I'm in my fucking skivvies, yo.
Bro, they were talking about cold air already pushing down on us in Michigan.
Fuck that shit, man.
Coming Toronto way, so like, yeah.
What happened? That'll happen, Ronnie. That'll happen.
They're trying to fuck with me, Rico.
Trying to fuck with you, Ronnie. Trying to fuck with you, Reaper.
They're trying to fuck with my plan.
Fuck you up, man. Like, fuck you. Tell you what.
Fucking fuckers.
Fucking fuckers, man.
Fucking
You know
fuckers.
what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
You know why?
You know what? Yeah.
Fuckers.
No, that's why I'm asking you. Fuck, I smoked that one joint so low, it should have burnt my fingers, but I'm so used to smoking them to like tips nothing, you know, like.
Smoke them bitches till they fucking stingers, Hugo. Till they fucking stingers.
Even more. I'm not even kidding. I've actually smoked one to like a poof. Like I've poofed one.
What?
Yeah, you can actually make them like to nothing. Where what you've done is you smoke all the weed and the paper just almost like fluffs away. So what it comes from is years of skateboarding has made the tips like like Brian Williams, how he's talking about you don't have fingerprints.
Yeah,
Same kind of thing. You can
they're all
only burn. You can only burn the tips of your fingers for so long, and then you get that skin that, like, when it comes to smoking, it'll hurt, but it'll heal so much faster than most people. You know, like fuck.
I always busted out the fucking dimes or nickels when they got down small like that, man.
Remember, this is the high.
I mean, I even think I still got some hemos up here.
But then all of a sudden,
Like I like smoking them down that low because of how good they taste. Like that one, I was walking down the street and I was like, I'm not even gonna put you out. I'm gonna relight you. I stopped in the middle of the sidewalk in like random places just to like have a good 2-finger toke without trying to stumble. Like
He said a good 2-finger toke.
you know what I mean? When you gotta use both hands but 2 fingers, you gotta do the, yeah. Yeah.
What up,
Dude,
Ted?
you gotta do the 2-2. Right? You gotta do the 2-2. Yeah, right? Everyone does the 2-2. What up, Ted?
Okay. You could got me fucking dying over here. I needed that.
Yeah, man. Man, we got like 5 different kinds of smokers. That guy always gets the shit on his fucking tongue. The pep, 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 pep.
Yeah,
That's all, folks, motherfucker.
I believe.
Yeah. That motherfucker always gets the goddamn end of the joint wet. You gotta fucking have a pair of scissors on hand to cut the fucking end off so you're not fucking stuck on a swamp.
Like the fuck? Like why?
I swear, people like that are why they invented tips for joints and filters. Like, just use the filter, you slobby fuck. Like,
You think that's what it was?
think about it, man. So, remember we were talking about pre-rolls you get from dispensaries, right? So,
Yeah.
if you share those pre-rolls, they're gonna run. If you smoke them to yourself, it's the best joint you've ever smoked. You can sit there spinning that bitch. You can smoke it like a cigarette. You can nose dab it. Fucking, like I'm telling you, those pre-roll joints are not share me joints. And I'm telling you now, that's what I'm gonna start. You can't share them. I'd hand one out to people before I'd share those ones. Really, like if there's 4 of us, I'd be like, I'm not handing you one of these little skinny fucking half-gram joints that they fucking have. We can all have one. Then we take the roaches, roll a fucking roach joint, and then we smoke the roaches. Then you don't give a fuck if it's runs. It's fucking roaches. Who gives a shit? Yeah.
And the glass tip.
Yeah. The glass tip's the best thing. It was evolution. We started with what? Cardboard, ripping off the pieces of the zigzag packs, right? And then it went to the fucking what am I talking about next? And then it went to the wood tips, right? Yeah.
The cardboard.
Yeah. Cardboard, wood tips. I really like the wood tips one, to be honest. I think the wood tip was really cool because they're nice and reusable. You know, you use it like 3-4 times before they start tasting pretty bad. They do get a resiny taste, but I mean, no offense, if you're a pothead and you can't get used to a resin taste, you're in the wrong damn smoking field. I mean, we're in a resin game. We're in a gooey game.
That's right.
And like, you know me, I'm the dab master, but I ain't got none. So like, that's how I know this weed's good enough. Is like, I'm fine with it.
You got no dabs?
No, man. We're only not for a while, actually. That happens, man. I'm trying to, see the silver lining and everything. You know what I mean? I'm lucky I could get this, man. Like, sometimes, you gotta, I don't know, look above.
As opposed to walking around it, go do the work.
He's like, I ain't got none, you fucker.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, someone's calling nose dab, and I ain't sticking this joint up my nose. It tastes good. I don't need to taste no salty boogers. Dabs, whatever, man.
I got this one, but I gotta wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. It's a
Trap
share.
House Company strawberry shortcake. Yeah, that's a big share me.
Nice. I really do like the if you want to get into it, the pre-roll infused game is fucking fire. You're talking about like 48% because you got like the live resin infused wrap with the diamonds in the fucking
That's
and you know
one
what I
of
think is
those.
funny? We were doing it backwards. And you know, I think moon rocks are great, but pretty much infused joints replace moon rocks. Think about it.
This one's
Infused
a
joints are what we
39er.
should have done. Moon rocks and sun rocks are awesome. Don't get me wrong, but getting an
Wow.
infused joint is just the same fucking thing, right? Yeah, right. And that's
Got the
just
diamonds on the outside.
right. So isn't that just a nice fancy moon rock rolled up? So that's
Basically.
what I'm talking about. The evolution, like moon rocks are great if you don't like papers, but if you do like that pre-roll game, I would definitely go for the infused game because it's just fire. You can't
What
lose.
up, Jay?
Yo,
Shit,
how you guys doing?
you know.
In high.
We're trying to get
Trying to get our high on.
yeah, some of this shit.
I feel you.
It's no shirt weather though, unfortunately.
Oh, it
No.
is you up in
13
Canada,
days.
right?
What up, Ted, Trista, Vicky? Oh shit, Vicky in the house.
Oh, what up, Trista? What up, Vicky?
Vicky's one of my white tigers for Tough Wars tomorrow. Shit. I've been loving your lives, man. Sorry I haven't been around much, man. I've been doing a bunch of different shit, going other lives. It's been a lot of shit here too.
Yeah.
That's always good to hear because, like, somebody else said they liked the way the lives have been going lately.
Well, you know what? It's hard because you get stagnant. You get this point where you're kind of like, I don't know if I got any good ideas, so you kind of get nervous about throwing them out there. But you need some kind of positive or negative feedback to go forward because if you're always gotten yes men around you, it's fucking sucks, man. Then you start putting bad content out. If people are always praising you and saying everything's good, you're not going to move forward. That's not working on your art. That's just keeping it the same. You're going to stay the same and you're going to look 10 years down the road and go, fuck, I should have evolved like a fucking Pokemon. I'm telling you, Pokemon's a good life story. You cannot stay the same and have the same life. You can't stay the same and have a better life. Sorry.
Yeah, I know what you meant, but yeah, I feel you on me.
And like drastic ways, but like, you know, how many of us have to go to doctors but choose to smoke weed and fucking do mushrooms and all this other stuff that comes from the earth? You know, like the studies that they're doing now, even on like ecstasy and Molly and mushrooms, is just next level because it's going into the brain work stuff. It's going into like bringing back people out of dementia. Are you kidding me? Bringing people back out of Alzheimer's. Are you telling me that there's something we could grow out of the ground that could reverse Alzheimer's? You're telling me we could bring my 70-year-old grandparents back out of the house for 5 years? They would have a better quality of life because their memories would come back. They would know how to work. Just because, and you could microdose with, say, mushrooms, and they would literally lose the part of their brain that was causing dementia and Alzheimer's. That's incredible. Like, what?
That's pretty.
You know, so my point is maybe the hippies were right on that aspect. They were doing this stuff 50, 60 years ago, and everyone was trying to ban them and burn it. They were all bad.
Yeah.
And now they're studying it. Well, too late as far as I'm concerned. They should have been doing it back in the 60s more, not so secretively. They were just doing it more military. You know, like MK Ultra and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not.
Good train. I love MK Ultra. When the fuck was last time you heard like some MK Ultra come out or something? Even Master Kush, anything. Like, fuck.
How do I know you went to the weed?
My favorite was the Larry OG.
Larry OG, hell yeah, man.
That's my scent right there.
Larry OG was a great one. We had some Larry OG shatter. Oh man, tastes like orange creamsicles. Mwah,
You
beautiful.
know, me and my homeboy used to make, like, it wasn't, okay, we used to blast our own wax,
Died.
and we would take a bobby pin,
Yeah.
burn the end of it off, obviously,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
that we could whip it, and me and him would sit there and do dope for hours.
No. Hey,
No, I'm saying we used to sit there and do dope for hours and
Yeah.
hours and whip
not
this
for
shit
you, Michael Kors. Sorry,
all
man.
the way until it was
Yeah.
shatter. Like, it wasn't really shatter, but it was.
Yeah, it was like pre-shatter, like before what
Yeah,
they're doing now. Yeah,
it was all one piece
yeah,
and chunky,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's like you did something and you're like, whoa, we gotta keep doing this. But
Yeah,
like you
and
kind of
we
knew what you were
did,
doing and it came
and
out good.
we did,
Yeah,
and we fucking did, boy.
yeah.
I'm
No,
saying we did this shit for years on end.
yeah, macro. Yes, Mike LaCourse, the macro dose master. Of course, he's the fungiest I know. But what I meant is for older people, I don't know if I should be giving 80-year-old people 14 grams of high dose hydroponic magic mushrooms. Maybe if they're really, really, far gone. But I was just thinking that enough to, bring some memories back, cognitive things, rewiring their brains so they could function on a day-to-day basis. I meant like make coffee and omelets, not, go to space.
Well, fuck you, I'm trying to go to the moon and back.
Yeah. Oh, Mike's been many times. Mike LaCourse is an astronaut, if there ever was one, and he's awesome. I owe a lot to Mike, man. You probably wouldn't even be seeing me right now if it wasn't for Big Mike LaCourse. What's
That's
up,
right.
boss?
That's my big Mike.
I love you, brother. Hope you're doing well, Mike. Yeah, no, I met him on my other site, Angry Dragon, the Canadian site. Yeah, and he was going live, and yeah, I think we were sending him stuff for a while before the border turned into a puckered anus. I know we were getting him Angry Dragon. I know we were, and I don't know how we did it, but I think they cut it off. It was shitty, man. I would love to be able to send you guys some of our shit, man. Fuck, especially the live resins and the diamonds and terp sauce, Ronnie. That's all I would send
the
you.
border?
And then they
All I would
kicked
send
me
you-
out.
Yeah. What? Who kicked you out?
They kicked me out of Angry Dragons.
Yeah, 65 people while I was sleeping got kicked out. 65 while I'm an admin. I woke up and the whole page has gone back to dead zone because, there's just a lot of people that kind of are like, quiet smokers. They don't do lives. And I get that. But for what we do, it's a dead site. If you're not going live, you're not promoting your businesses. And if the thing was, the company owner is like, well, if we can't do business with them, I don't want them on the site. And I was like, but you make the site so active. And so I was trying to produce that to get our Canadian audience to watch the American/Canadian shows to push Canadian product. Like we were trying to get stuff over in Eastern Canada, and there was a deal that went south that didn't really have anything to do with me, but we almost had Angry Dragon like past Quebec and shit, but shit falls through. People don't agree to prices, whatever, it's the same. But we were trying to get something that isn't in the legal market to the legal market, and that's kind of you just can't do that right now, And the one thing I will say is, I want to say 10, 15 years ago, I said, why hasn't anybody opened a dispensary on native land? Now look at it. Like, I'm just saying, there's 700? Probably. They're popping up everywhere. And the reason why I suggested it was because they should be able to govern it themselves a little more and not have to pay some high taxes to the Canadian/British Columbia government, because that's what's killing all the dispensaries is the high taxes. It's not anything else. The cost of running, Ronnie, you know that. The cost of the business keep going. That's what's killing dispensaries.
Much love, Dad. Have a good night.
Have a good night, buddy. And it's sad, and that's what my buddy Glenn Wells is all about. Like, you know, litigation to change the laws on weed so it's more open. See, like Ronnie, the highest dose edible we get in a bag is like 10 milligrams per candy, 25 milligrams. Like the black market, even their candies are 50 milligrams per candy. So each little pack's like 300 to 500 milligrams. That's dope. That's enough for a good fat dose. Well, if you're a person who's on illicit drugs, you need 300 to 500 per dose 4 or 5 times a day, and you will no longer do illicit drugs.
Yeah.
7 days, high dose edible program. You're done. You're off anything. And it works. But that's the problem. We don't have access to what we need. We don't have access to proper medicine. That's exactly what I'm saying. If access was better, fucking, there would be a lot less people fucking overdosing. I'll tell you that right now. You know, it's radical marijuana smoke dosage therapy. Right? You know, every day somebody's affected by that shit, and yet the government would rather allow everybody to drink and fucking crash their cars and kill people than fucking smoke, stay at home, and fucking buy Netflix and fucking crime shows all the night long, you know? Order DoorDash. No one's gonna get crashed out in a car if you're all too big to fucking drive. Just saying.
You just want to sit home.
Yeah. Why do you think DoorDash and delivery pizza drivers were invented? So we could literally stay at home and be those nice, chill people we always want to be. If you want to drink, that's cool. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying, you know, moderation for man bear. You know what I mean?
Moderation.
Right? You know, or special occasions, I'll get slammed. Of course. I usually get slammed every birthday, but that's my fucking birthday. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? I don't even want to drink on my birthday. I'd rather go to like a pool hall or, you know, go to a movie or do something. I don't even want to say adult. Just, you know, I'd rather go to a restaurant and have a meal and a nice margarita or something, or just a bottle of beer at a restaurant. You know what I mean? Like have a nice meal where that I didn't have to make it and I didn't have to clean the dishes. You know, I know it sounds silly, but it's such a cool adult thing to do. We were down in Delta in BC where my family lives, and I couldn't believe it. My elderly grandparents were like, "Hey, do you want us to watch the kids while you guys go have a meal?" And I was like, you're offering to babysit our kids? I was like, really? And like, I have wonderful kids, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't come up a lot that people offer to watch 3 kids. If it's 2, okay, but once you get to like 3, 4 people, like, that's too much. They watched the kids, and we went to a bar style restaurant. I spent like $30 on a meal, but it was a nice Angus beef hamburger and curly fries and Caesar salad. And I had such a good, I'll never forget that. You know, we spent like $80 on 3 people eating, but I didn't even care. It was the experience. It's not the fact that it spent us almost $100. I was willing to tip them, you know? Yeah, right? I know, right? Have you seen those videos of people walking up to fucking mooses? Are you kidding me? I wouldn't go within like 30 feet, man. Like the power of a moose's kick will literally like fuck your engine and tranny up. And in a car, not a person.
Oh no shit! My stepmother's boyfriend died 2 weeks ago. Bought coke laced with fentanyl. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man, that's what I mean every day. And like I'm saying, it's the hardest part is if you are a person that's doing these unfortunate things, there's not somebody there advocating for you to get off it. There isn't programs that you can just go into there for free. Even like when you're like, oh, we got to get a detox. It's not just free programs people are handing out. And just like they're talking about like all the homeless people, there's just too many homeless for, you know, and unfortunately they fall into that life because it's too expensive. Rent on my side of town used to be the cheapest, and now it's the same as like downtown.
Yeah, we're heading into another fucking recession. But if anybody been not following the stock market, it's been slowly crashing. Slowly. We're already past the fucking percentile. I think it was 8 or 9% in the Great Depression. We're at like 12-13% as of yesterday.
So it goes back to the gross national product conversation every single time, no matter what and no matter where we start the conversation. And I'm not saying money. I'm saying the fact that what is tax-free money? Because, you know, there's no such thing. Of course there is. We buy weed. We buy if we don't buy weed from the dispensary, you're giving money to a human, right? That human goes and buys groceries, right? So that human has now put tax-free money back into the system. So what that human now is doing is building the economy back up during the depression times. So anybody who's on the black market who sells weed, they literally build up the economy during depression times because they're putting cash flow back into the system. Tax-free cash. It's not credit cards, it's not fucking debit that the government gets a piece of and you get that little ATM charge and all that shit. It's just cash. That's the difference, right? It's straight up. You don't have to worry about.
Mike said dropped 200 points again today.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a steady decline daily.
Yep.
And they predicted this shit.
Yep.
They've been predicting it, that the fucking US dollar would fucking crash.
Yeah. Well, there's too many things going on. And then, check about the timing about, Trump almost getting shot. And then all of a sudden the stock market seriously dives. So which part of it, I know I always say it, but, something's a distraction and something's real. It's how it's always is. Like Watergate, there was a lot going on during Watergate too.
What up, Amber? Happy motherfucking Mother's Day. But yeah, it would have fucking plummeted dramatically if Trump would have got assassinated that day.
Oh, definitely.
Now it's steady.
That I don't think. I really hope that never happens. That will be. I hope that never, ever, ever. I'm just telling you now. That should never happen. Never.
Yeah, that's all that.
No, I hope that they never, ever.
Fucking men jumping out of fucking skyscrapers out the fucking window. That shit wasn't a joke.
No.
Motherfuckers lost their whole livelihood in just a matter of fucking a second.
So the creator of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
He slept in 45 minutes. He was supposed to be on one of those planes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. We wouldn't have had American Dad. We wouldn't have had I know that's not the point of my story, but
I know.
it was the year. It was the years where they were just coming back. Remember, they were canceled for 4 years in '99, I think, '98. I'd have to check my dates on that. But remember, Family Guy was canceled after the 3rd or 4th season because of the FCC episode, I think.
Yeah.
Who said check the NU?
That would have been city as fuck, though.
What's the Iran shit? Everybody's waiting on Iran to fucking launch these attacks.
Well, yeah, remember you were doing the military maps, remember?
Oh yeah, I was watching the fucking Iranian fucking carrier fucking bring over fucking tanks or something. I don't know. It don't tell you what's on there, but it tells you what it is.
Yeah,
they were gonna make landfall right there in Qatar. All I gotta do is come across Saudi Arabia.
Well, of course, and the reason why that's public knowledge is so, in a way, the other side can see that they're defensing up, so it kind of almost stops some of the attack because they realize that if they start attacking, it's going to be worse once they see how armed up the one side is. It doesn't matter what, there's always going to be war, but there's always something that stops it. No matter what. I'm just saying, there's always something.
I was watching E3 Centuries, the planes with the big radar on it. That bitch was flying around Michigan today.
Yeah, and you wonder why, like, what's going on?
They're gearing up, dude. They're fucking shit's about to hit the fan.
Yeah.
Shit's about to get deep over yonder.
Yeah. And it makes you think, like, are people out in the woods living by themselves, right?
It makes me glad I'm where I am. No big city.
Hey, Con. Is there... What are the gun laws up where you are?
Well, no handguns. Absolutely. Like, no handguns. We're not allowed to possess handguns.
They're like a UK fucking ruling.
Yeah, but it's hunting rifles, and I know we're not allowed full automatic, and you have to take classes. I don't know what they're called.
Are you allowed semi, though?
Yeah, yes. But it has to have that. Yeah, but it has to be like you're Canadian. What do you, like, my whole point is, even being Canadian, there's only one reason. It's not home defense.
Yeah.
That's why one reason why it's hunting. It's hunting or hunting. or target practice, I guess. You can do target practice at the range, but that's it. It's like target practice to go hunting or just target practice. Like, we're Canadian. That's what we do. We hunt deer or moose.
Well, how about this question? How armed is anybody?
It depends on how much of a redneck you are in Canada, because I mean, you can, like, I mean, but it's not like you can go buy a gun at Walmart. We don't have like more open gun stores and stuff like that. Like there are places, but I don't even know where you'd buy a gun in Canada. I know that sounds weird. I've never bought a gun. I don't have the right to own one. I wouldn't know. I'm not the person. I know my sister-in-law probably has a couple of rifles, but she's licensed and she has, you know, she's taking classes. So you do have to take like actual certified classes. Not anybody can just own a gun in Canada. You have to be like, and yeah, like there's always news stories of, you know, the drug dealers getting caught with guns and shit. And yeah, they got handguns and shit. It's funny. All the bad people always have the best guns. And I hate to say that, but it's kind of true. I
mean, yeah, I know you, but yeah, I feel you.
He ain't lying though.
Yeah.
All the bad guys got all the nice guns when I got weed.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike's right, man. And that was the best thing about the 90s, man, is the 90s, we didn't have to worry about shit. Eminem talks about it, man. He's like, I'm sorry, Haley, but back then, man, drugs were just fucking awesome, man. Like they were, man. There was, dude, none of your friends like OD'd in the 90s. They fucking crashed their cars, got arrested, and got like wheelchaired up or something. But not too many of them actually died from overdosing in the 90s. It was all 2000s and up, if you think about it. Most of them, you know. The numbers steadily went up once it was more fentanyl for sure, and that's not even in the 90s. I don't think that was still used. They were using as pain patches.
Fentanyl didn't start till like the mom got prescribed it when it very first came out in 2012.
Yeah.
And it didn't become I was just talking about that with my cousin earlier.
Yeah.
It didn't really become an epidemic until like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike said fucking bad. You got to test your drugs for drugs. That's fucked up.
Yeah, you were gone. I was saying like the 90s, Ronnie, was the best time because we didn't have our buddies ODing from everything. Even if they were doing, you know, drugs, they were just partying and they'd wake up the next day, slam some coffee, and you'd see them at work. You know what I mean? The worst thing our buddies did was they'd crash their cars drunk before they'd do too many drugs. Drugs were good in the 90s, man. They were awesome.
My question is this the new fucking population control, or is this fucking China trying to fucking try to take the fuck out, try to fucking crack our fucking economy?
No, they can't take us out because they still need us. You can't take everybody out because everybody's doing something in the world that helps everybody else. Think about where we get all of our crude oil from and shit.
Yeah,
like
but
they're talking about taking out. Yeah, if you take them out, you can't. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why, like, why I said if Trump was actually taken out, it would be the downfall. Because I'm not going to say I would vote for him or I wouldn't, but I'm definitely going to say he did things differently as president than other presidents did, and that's from me actually watching what he was doing and what he wasn't doing. I don't want to talk about that because I'm not so immersed into what he did, but the things I did watch were definitely not the same. And I'm not saying they were good or bad, but they were different. You know, like, and I don't know, man. I just don't see what Biden was doing. He just didn't make any sense to me the whole time, personally. Maybe he was better. I don't know. It just seemed like he didn't know.
Bro, he didn't do nothing.
It just seemed like he was too old, and I'm not trying to be oldest or whatever that is. It just seemed like he was just too old for the job.
Bro.
It's not a negative statement.
We were in situations we're in right now.
Hey, y'all. Have a good night, sir.
Yeah, man. It's been good talking to you, buddy. Thanks for coming up, man. Fuck yeah.
I'm sorry for peacing up so quick.
No, dude. Oh, what do you mean? Thanks for coming up and talking, man. It's been awesome, man. Come back anytime, man. You know where we are.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, man. You too. Get some rest, buddy. He's always so nice. I never mind him coming up, man. He's always so respectful. Yeah. He is, man.
I like Jason.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah. No, I've been liking new backgrounds and everything on the show. It's definitely splashed up the show, making it way more interesting. I love it. It's good.
Heck yeah. Trying. We'll dive into some more stuff. I'll teach you guys all my little tricks with the flight radars and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, my father-in-law was in the military, and can I tell you where he was?
Huh.
Germany. But like he's
Germany.
not very old, so you got to understand when he was there, it wasn't like World War II. It was way after that, right? You know? He said the craziest shit was there was zero pot, like almost no weed, but there was so much hash everywhere. It was ridiculous. Like everyone was making blonde and Afghani and fucking there was red hash, and he's like, man, like you wouldn't believe it, like $1 a gram, $2 a gram, like it was.
I got Germany coins.
Yeah, and he's like, you'd go through a park and there'd be people like just holding out plates of hash. Oh, you want to buy 2 grams? You know, $2. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, $1 a gram. Go and grab 20 grams for like $20. Like just brick, like right off the brick. The guy would just, you know, here you go, like breaking off you a piece of fudge or something. Here you go. I was like, what? So here's the best story ever. So while he's in the military, he is told that he has to drive some kind of doctor around, you know, get the whole Jeep from what the fuck was that show, the military show, the funny one. I'm trying to think it
Oh,
up.
MASH.
Yeah, so you know one of the old army Jeeps? So he picks up the doctor, and the doctor looks at him and goes, do you have any drugs on you? And he goes, what? He goes, no, I don't. What are you talking about? I don't do drugs. And he thought he was trying to, like, you know, fuck with them. Like, right? No, the doctor wanted to get high.
Right.
The doctor wanted to get fucked up. So he went to my father-in-law's barracks with his buddies, pretended to be like, hey, where's all your drugs? And took all of my father-in-law's like bunkmates shit, their weed, their acid, their fucking mushrooms, like everything, right? And got in the Jeep and they fucking went down the road. And he's like, all right, you know, go to the cafeteria. We're going to have a couple of hot dogs. He's like, yeah, sure, I could use a hot dog, right? He pulls out the bag of weed. Now you got to remember, this is a doctor. No one's going to say shit to what the doctor does, right? He's the guy, right? So he pulls out the bag of weed and he puts a quarter of weed on a hot dog on a bun in the microwave or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And he microwaves the hot dog, 2 of them. So you get a ½ ounce of weed microwaved on top of 2 hot dogs. And he throws the weed in the garbage can. My father-in-law is ready to strangle this guy. He's like, what, you just threw a ½ ounce of weed in the garbage can? What are you talking about? Like, and the doctor goes, eat your fucking hot dog. And he goes, I don't want to eat no fucking hot dog. I want to smoke a joint, right? Like fuck you, right? My father-in-law said he couldn't even eat half the hot dog. He fell out of the Jeep. All the THC soaked right into that hot dog when he microwaved the buds on top of it. He's like, it was the highest high he's ever been from weed in his life. Like just like just oh yeah, like drunk high. Yeah. Like that doctor, smartest doctor you ever met, eh? Like, oh yeah, he's got some stories I won't say on live because they're not PG, but I'll tell you when we call tomorrow morning or something.
He straight fucking decarbulated onto the hot dog. A decarbulated glizzy.
Yeah. I'm not calling it that. I don't care if I'm 90. I'm fucking glizzies, man. If I got a gun to my head, I'm gonna die. I'll be like, shoot.
It's a hot dog.
It's a hot dog. Like, that's awesome, man. Fuck.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
That's a good story too, bud.
Yeah. You know, like fucking that's why, like, man, yeah, the in-laws are awesome, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you don't my in-laws smoke too?
Oh, dude, yeah, they're like chronic hippies, man.
That's what I thought. Thought that's what you said.
I'll PG the story out and tell you earlier. So they're rolling down the highway and they got a sign in the back of the car and it says weed for sale because they had a couple pounds of weed for sale. They didn't think about it, forgot about the sign, threw it in the back window, right? And all of a sudden they noticed this Blues Brother type car following them. You know, Blues Brother, it looks like cops, right? They thought it was like FBI. So they start getting, you know, paranoid, all like Goodfellas style when he was all tweaking and shit, like helicopters following me. So they're trying to lose these guys. I mean, they're like going down back roads. They're getting off the highway. Finally, they go to some truck stop. He pulls over. My father-in-law is ready to just go, you know, knock these cops out. He gets out, walks up to them, and the guys are like, hey, you know, you got weed for sale? And they're like, what? And he's like, there's a sign in your back car window. It says weed for sale. They were trying to buy weed off of him, following him all over the fucking place. And my in-laws got paranoid and thought it was like cops following them and shit. They were just trying to fucking get a bag off him. That's fucked, man. I was like,
hey,
fuck yeah, man.
That's what you call putting in work to get the sack right there, boy.
Yeah,
trying to keep up with
we ain't got nothing. Just fuck. They're gonna pull over. They're gonna pull over, man.
Fuck, they're trying to get away, man. Fuck. What strands you got? What'd you say, man?
Back then it was all stealth, man. You couldn't even smell it. You could transport it everywhere. It was good. Oh shit.
We got the turpy of the Dons.
Don Turpy.
Don
Hold up, I'll be
Turpy.
right back. I gotta go get my shit. I'll be right back.
Alright, go get your shit.
Yeah, what he said.
He said, yeah. Dude, you know, I'm kind of upset. I didn't see one fucking bear my whole time up north.
Yeah, man,
Not
that would have
one
been cool.
bear, I told him. I was like, I'm for sure. Like, I seen a video on YouTube when we got to the cabin of fucking White Pine. This dude, he was talking shit about a bear. He's like, maybe I'll see a bear. And then he actually seen one, like, in town, and fucking dude was all quiet. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna see a bear, right? No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
but I've seen your pictures, man. You got to see some amazing shit. That was such a good, like, there's so much landscape that you drove through and stuff that really, it's not like BC, it's different, but it reminds me of how amazing some of the landscapes are through, like, North America in a whole. Like, we have one of the most amazing continents. Like, from the land to the mountains to the even the ski resorts are epic. I mean, fuck, man. If you ever get to Whistler over here, they hold Olympics there and shit, man. Like, Whistler, Squamish, man, beautiful, beautiful area. It's all mountain-esque town, huge village you can walk through with pubs and restaurants, and yeah, places, chalets to stay at. Like, I went there when I was younger, community group, just to go there and have a weekend, and it was dope, man. Like, we didn't even do anything. We just walked around the village and got some food and fucking, yeah, snowball fight. Like, it's dope. There's so many hidden gems between. Someone was
What
yelling. I thought it was my house.
Oh. I
Wasn't
was
my
wondering what the hell.
You know, when you hear
I
that,
was-
like, I think it's those dad ears, man. You think you got your kid doing something, and you just hear this little like Cindy Lou Who kind of noise, and you're like, "Oh shit, I gotta go. It's a dad here." Remember,
No,
like,
you
some
still ain't got the smoke yet, Lee? Later, Mike. Alright, yeah. Later, Big Mike.
later, guys. Have a good one, Mike. Have fun macro dosing.
Oh, yeah. Macro dosing.
He is the Mac.
The
Return
Mac.
of the Mac. There we go. That should be Mike's song.
Return of the Mac.
Mac. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your song, Big Mike.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, so I'm just chilling tonight. Chicken salad sandwiches. Gonna throw some celery into the chicken salad sandwich. Use real mayonnaise because I'm white. No, I just like real mayonnaise.
He said, 'cause I'm white.
Yeah, you lose your cracker. You lose your cracker card if you don't like mayonnaise.
Did you hear Kenny?
Yeah, no,
Gotta be them fucking, that Hellman's. What's up, dog?
it's not. I
Nah,
didn't
bro.
have enough money. I had to go with like Walmart brand or Extra Foods brand. It's the cheap stuff.
Oh, shit. Next
That's why I
time, we
mixed
gonna
it in.
need.
Yeah.
Next time, we gonna need people to fucking hit that fans only for Man Bear.
Yeah.
We need to sell more content.
Yeah, was it? It was Dixon Dabs, wasn't it? Because it's Dixon Blunts now. I ain't got no dabs.
Yeah, Dixon Blunt, that's all we got.
Yeah.
No,
As long
they
as-
won't let me leave the room now.
Oh fuck.
Stay in a clean air environment because of
Oh
surgery.
right. Yeah.
Dang it,
Well,
bro. Well, by the time you get out of there, Lee, you will be getting high as fuck up a pinner joint.
yeah, man. You know what? And that's one thing my in-laws taught me, man, is I was rolling way too big a joint. Like, I understand the big joint and it lasts long, and that's the only thing I'll give for the big fat blunty blunts, especially when you dome them, is they sure do last a long time. But if you really smoke 3 small pinners, it's about the same high as that flat, that big fat blunt. You know what I mean? Like 3 really good weed pinners is about as good as a fat joint. I'm just saying, because you got to relight them. You get 30 hoots off of those 3 joints at least. I'm just saying, if it's good weed, you get 30 hoots in 15 minutes. You're not high. You need a new guy.
Facts. If you ain't getting high off that, you need a new guy. Your hookup is no longer a good hookup.
Yeah, you hook up the hook down.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Oh, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
I smoke at roaches
You smoking roaches?
through the pipe. That's the best. Yo, roaches through a glass pipe. It burns like campfire.
It burns like hash.
Mm-hmm.
It smokes up the air real good.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
sitting in it. It's like, yeah.
I'm about to roll up one too. Fuck it.
Yeah.
A roach joint.
I got a mission tomorrow to get some more grass. Gotta return some cans. We go to the recycle depot.
He said, I'm on a mission.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Wrong button.
Ha ha.
Did my audio kick? Holy shit.
Right, I need a break from it. I've been smoking from when I get up until I go to bed for the last 48 years. Oh, yeah, it won't drop your tolerance.
No. You'll enjoy it more. Like when you quit smoking cigarettes and you stick with weed. Damn.
Yeah.
It was so hard for me to quit cigarettes, man. I was probably smoking 30 cigarettes a day. Like 30.
Don't die, Joseph. Joseph, don't die.
Trying not to.
Mean chicken. I hurt myself today. He said thanks for the letdown. Wow, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I was forced to quit for 7 months and I still came back strong than a motherfucker. Strong.
Ugh.
I know I want to feel like a virgin smoking again too, Lee, but it just don't happen. To feel that first high again,
Yeah.
that's
I
bliss.
invented words, man. First time I smoked weed when I was a teenager, I started inventing words, man. I was like, I'm so fucking
Yeah.
high. Someone's like, how high are you? I was like, man, I'm fucking Mam Doozard. He's like, what the fuck did you just ask? I said, I'm Mam Doozard. He's like, you say Mam Doozard? I was like, I'm fucking Mam Doozard. 4 years later, I was at a party and some guy's like, yo, man, I'm fucking Mam Doozard. I was like, yeah, I invented that fucking word, bitch, like 4 years ago. Where'd you hear it? Like, it was fucking hilarious, man. When
That's
you hear it
funny.
4 years later, yeah, you fucking invented it, especially if you're in the same fucking circle. I'm like, who fucking told you my shit, bitch? That was awesome. Yeah. Because you know what it was, man? It was, you first smoke weed, you don't even know what the fuck it is, really. You're like, yeah, it's cool, it's good. But then when you start getting high, you're like, damn, man, this is me, man. I'm fucking smoking weed forever. If you get that good, that first time the good experience, you probably smoke weed for the rest of your fucking life.
You wanna know what fucked up was? It was that fucking goddamn brick weed, that compressed shit.
That Mexican shit that you used to get you get an eighth and you pick out 2 grams of seeds. Fucking, you end up with like 1.5 grams of weed.
Well, no,
Yeah.
well, I mean, so you're talking about the 80s weed tray. So the 80s weed tray, half of it was seed and the other half was weed. But they would compensate for weight half the time because, first of all, it was the 80s and they wanted return customers and the weed was still full of seeds because most of the good weed was still in Hawaii, Thailand, you know, like Mexico had a lot of good stuff always. But, you know,
The
when
80s
it came
weed
to
trend.
The shit from Mexico always smelled like gas.
yeah, but it was still there was powerful. It was still good, even if you got the seeds out of it. There was
I
always
don't mean
good stuff.
gas like dank gas. I mean gas like gasoline.
No, I know. There's always going to be in the bad, but at the same time, when we separated the seeds back then, it still wasn't bad. It was just you couldn't smoke the seeds. And no offense, everyone's like, "Oh, well, we got a bunch of seeds." Ronnie, you really complain when you get a bunch of seeds?
Do I? Fuck no.
See, that's what I mean. I mean, in the 80s,
Fuck
it didn't
no.
matter if they were shitty seeds. If you were somebody who wanted to start growing and you had 100 seeds, one of those 100 seeds is going to give you something you can fucking smoke, right?
One of those 100 seeds is gonna give you that one phenome, that motherfucking dick wrecker.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Even
Like
if you have
straight up,
50%,
you woke up with a Black and Decker pecker wrecker on your dick. Like
and
that
that's the
one
thing.
seed.
People were bold back then, and they did that. They're like, you got what you guys are doing, the cross pollination and everything. Is if you're not bold and you're not trying to evolve, I'm gonna say it again, like a fucking Pokemon. If you're not trying to evolve and
All
change
I
and do
want to
better,
know is why did that shit have so many goddamn seeds in it? Like,
because they didn't know how to do it without. They didn't understand what they were doing. They wanted to mass produce it, and everyone was like, "Whatever, we'll just take it. We'll just separate it." They knew how to separate it, or they would
Right.
have some kind of system, and no
They
one
didn't
complained
catch
because it
they
was
didn't
probably
catch the mail in time,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. But like, it was better than having nothing to smoke. They complained, but at the same time, it was that or smoke nothing for a lot of people. You know, there was some weird things that happened in the States between prohibition and legalization. There was like semi-legalization places, like
right? Like growing weed in the
1972.
90s was so different from growing weed now.
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
them.
I liked that it was more underground because the underground stuff was just like the music coming out in the 90s. It was fire. All the groups that were like not releasing everything and stuff that came out later was just absolute fire because it didn't come out right away. Just like everybody who couldn't tell everybody they were growing because it was 100% illegal. It wasn't legal anywhere, nowhere. Right? The weed was fire because not every Joe Bum and Dick Harry was growing. No offense, the legalization at the beginning in Canada was suck balls ass because there was too much reggae everywhere and nobody had the intelligence to grow exotics for the first couple of years. Yes, there was a little bit, but if we got flooded with like reggae real fast, within about 2-3 years, people started realizing, hey, we got to either grow good shit
Well,
or,
we used to get shit from BC. We called it BC bud.
oh yeah. So the reason is, like I just said, the people that started that good shit, they started doing what Ronnie's doing in the 70s in colleges because the colleges were actually liberal about plants. If you were a botanist and you were growing weed, they were like, who cares? You're still growing. You're teaching people how to grow. Growing weed is the same as growing tomatoes. You know what I mean? Like it's the same. You know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah.
The
They're
soil,
literally fucking close related. They're cousins. They're
right?
close related.
Exactly. So if you're in the 70s in some of the colleges here and you're teaching people how to grow tomatoes or weed or anything, hey, they're going to keep letting you do it. So guys, I know they used estrogen to feminize some real good purple indica seeds in 1971, 72. And his first grow up was 3,000 budding females of purple indica in like 1973. And he has been cloning it ever since if he's still alive. Lost contact, but if I could get a hold of him, I could get weed that I would smoke every day, and you cannot build a tolerance. I'm talking 90s weed that had like 35% THC and a beautiful terpene profile.
Nice.
Like
Shit.
in the 90s, we were looking at the 20s to 25, but we didn't have the crazy exotics. It was too illegal. It wasn't enough people sharing information yet, unless you were in the
Yeah.
industry, unless you were one of those guys or their kids from the 70s. Like I said, just with your show, Zen shows, everybody, we need to pass the grow knowledge on because it's going to die with us, with you guys. If your kids and your cousins and your brothers and aunts and uncles aren't going to keep that going, when you guys go, that knowledge is going to be gone. There isn't,
Yeah.
you know, so that's why doing all these shows and sharing all of your information is like almost a must at this point because we don't want to lose our Mac crossed with our Oreo cheesecake. You know, we don't want to lose that because that's what's going to happen is we're just going to continually lose strains.
Yeah.
My thing is at some point the weed is going to be so diluted, nobody's going to be able to find fucking original strains.
Well, then people will just go to dispensaries because it's
What
regulated.
up, James?
You know
It
what I'm
doesn't
saying?
matter. They cannot sell if it's a sealed bottle in Canada and it has the what's it called, service, or what the fuck is it called, a Health Canada stamp on it. It
Yeah.
cannot harm you. If it has a Health Canada stamp on it, it's what we call smoked and scoped, meaning if there's seeds in it, you can almost give it back. And someone smoked it and someone's taken it under a microscope. So they've studied it. You can't put anything in dispensaries. That's why the black market can't just jump in and start pushing stuff through the back door of dispensaries, because the dispensaries here are actually run by the liquor board. BC Liquor runs BC Cannabis,
Okay.
which is weird. So they have to adhere to the same regulations in a way.
Okay.
It's totally government
I mean,
run. Now,
like
there
in
are
Michigan, from the time it's grown till the time it's fucking sitting in the dispensary, even during transport, it has to have a camera on it.
yeah, yeah,
Its whole
like
shelf life, it has to have a camera on it.
yeah, which is awesome because like and you got to understand when weed was illegal, there was so many people that couldn't even go near it. Lawyers, doctors, people that would literally lose their licenses for indulging in illicit activities. Because what was marijuana scheduled in the states? It was just, a type 2 drug or
Schedule
a type
1.
A drug, right?
Yeah, it was Schedule 1.
It was
They
scheduled one.
rescheduled it to
Right.
3 now.
So no
They
matter
got
what profession,
rescheduled to 3. So
yeah, but
it's
it
yeah.
was a one or whatever.
They need to fucking make that shit federally legal.
Well, that's what I'm saying is when it was a one, you would lose your medical license, you would lose your dental license, you would lose whatever profession you'd spent how many years building just because you smoked a fucking plant. Give me a
It
break.
just recently got
Yeah.
rescheduled from level 1 to a level 3 here in the States.
Yeah, I know,
So
but I'm saying
It took a fucking long time.
because it got rescheduled, it didn't do much. You know, like truck
It
drivers.
made it to where jobs cannot not
yeah.
hire you if you fucking indulge in it.
See, in Canada, I don't know what they did, but there it's I'm not 100 on this, but I think there are some places that if they can still test you for THC. Now,
I
I
mean,
heard some people say
but they overlook it. You know what I mean?
yeah, or they're saying they'll lie and say, well, it's low. Well, as far as I know, I could be wrong now. I don't think there's a test to tell whether you have high THC or low THC. I
No, they
thought there
gotta
was
lab that. They gotta ship that shit to the lab to be tested.
yeah.
To get
So
the
what I
level.
thought it was just a yes or no whether you've been smoking
Yeah,
pot
it's
or
just
not.
it's just a fucking line on a fucking strip, bro.
Yeah. So
All it
because
is.
the like some of the government agencies in the United States can't hire computer techs because they all smoke weed, and that's one of the prerequisites is you can't smoke or do any drugs. And if marijuana's on that list, you can't get any government jobs in the US of A. Doesn't matter what it's classified as. Joseph's right.
I don't
Or
even
sorry,
want to work
you know what
for
I
the
mean?
government.
John Turpey's right.
Ah,
You know, the classification made it look like it was going to do a
oh
lot
shit.
more, like release everybody out of jail.
Ohio started recreational today? Oh fuck.
Nice. Yeah, there was some place. Where was it that just opened? The 406 Budcast. I don't know if you guys watched that, but the 406 Budcast had a video, and they opened a dispensary that. How did they word it? It's a recreational dispensary. Like it's specifically not medical. It's you go
Oh,
there.
it's almost all over Michigan, bro.
They
Yeah.
got
Oh,
those all over.
See, we can't do that. I don't think that's how it
yeah,
works. I think
we
it
have
has.
them literally. I think we have more recreational now than fucking medical.
See, I know I could be wrong if anybody knows this, but I think in Canada, I think they're actually going against, like they're going against the recreational and just keeping it medical, like keeping it legal so it's decriminalized. We're not going to get in shit for smoking it, but you know, like you said, some jobs might be like, who cares because you're not doing fentanyl. It's what I would do. If I was a boss, I'd be like, hey, guess what? I'm not doing fentanyl. I need a job. Okay, you're hired. If I was an employer, oh, you're not a drug addict. You have a home. We can get a hold of you. You can come in on call days. You're hired. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing is the drug epidemic's not just affecting people who are losing family members. It's affecting us normal people because everyone thinks that we're all turning into drug addicts. So we go to look for work, and you have to look so pristine, and your resume has to be so fucking done up, and you gotta have the perfect like I'm sorry, I was denied by Walmart, McDonald's, like while they got like people who can barely speak English working in these places. And I'm not trying to be racist. I just mean I go in and they cannot speak English to me. I'm not, like that's facts. That's not racism. I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to say I would be better at the job, but I'd like to try to get my foot in the damn door. Like I've worked at how many different restaurants. Don Turpey, you're a chef.
Do you go in with the weed hat on?
No, oh God, no. That's what I mean. This is 100% Facebook. I won't even, dude. I'll check this out. I'd probably do something like this.
Okay.
No, like
Yeah.
this is actually.
You know who you look like? You know who you look like? I just figured it out.
What?
You look like the guy from he does the movies with fucking Oh, shit. You know, the drug dealer from Pineapple Express, not
Oh,
Saul.
Franco.
No, not Saul. Fucking the one from Grandma's Boy, Dante. You look like Dante.
Oh, Dante. Fuck yeah, that's a good compliment, Dante. He's like, you're
You look
naked.
like
He's
Dante.
like, I am.
When you brought out the black and red hat, and then we're about to put it on, I was like, oh shit, look at Dante.
Dude, I got another persona, Dante. That's fucking awesome. So I don't even wear this hat. This is actually out of a case of beer that I got off a garage sale, Caribou beer. So this is funny. No one knows this. This is actually secret time. So this is how I named myself, was Caribou. I thought that was a U. It's two O's. So how I spell it is actually just, I thought it looked better with a U. Someone's like, why'd you spell it the French way? I was like, I did? I didn't even know, man. I just fucking did it because it looked better. But yeah. So yeah, no, I go almost wearing suit and ties and stuff. It's just, like I said, it's weird. Like, it's like they want like 20-year-old fucking robots, and I'm just like not a 20-year-old robot anymore, you know? Like, I don't know.
They're all
And it's
over
just like walk
me.
into Walmart. You walk into Walmart and you see the strangest looking people work there. And like, I'm not trying to say everybody
Wow.
looks strange. I'm just saying that if they're not hiring me, should I like hit myself in the face with a shovel a few times to make myself uglier so I'm not so
Bro, I was
intimidating?
just at Walmart. Why you gotta? I just see some fucked up motherfuckers at Walmart too. Oh yeah, the one she can't even walk straight and want to check her receipt.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotta go
you see, I got a fucking receipt.
I'm gonna
Like,
take
you
off.
see, I got a receipt a mile fucking long. You still want to check my receipt?
Oh,
the fuck?
dude, yeah, you're like sitting there for hours, like pulling this shit out of your pocket, like
Whoa.
on a fucking row. Yeah, I check it too. You do, man,
No,
because
Nico.
sometimes they scan so fast you don't know. Sometimes you ever
Nico,
notice it?
you got these in Canada?
What?
Yes, but I think we do. But recently, yeah.
Oh no. I seen a fucking abomination of cup noodles today, bro.
What was
An
it?
abomination of fucking s'mores, fucking ramen noodle. What
No,
the
okay,
fuck?
no. Caramel apple pie coffee creamer. I was not okay with that. Caramel apple pie. I was like, caramel, but apple and coffee. I'm not down
Yeah.
with the fruit coffee. The apple turned me off. Caramel, yeah, like a macchiato.
But
I
bro,
have caramel macchiato.
s'mores, cup ramen noodle.
That's
What
wrong.
the fuck?
They got s'mores. They got
Wait.
a cup of noodles, but it's s'mores flavored.
I seen it. I just seen it at Walmart.
Yeah.
Ronnie
Yeah,
just seen it at Walmart.
So I've had banana Kit Kat,
A cup of
wasabi
noodles,
Kit
like
Kat,
ramen noodles,
caramel macchiato
but
Kit
fucking
Kat.
s'mores flavored.
You guys got those Oreos with Pop Rocks in them? They're like unicorn Oreos. They got Pop Rocks in the Oreos.
Pop Rocks and Oreos? What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
What?
like Oreos. Yeah, they got blue and pink cream, and then Pop Rocks in the blue and pink like icing. I think it's just white icing dyed, but yeah, you should look it up. Pop Rocks
Hey.
Oreos a real thing. Pop Rocks Oreos fucking real. What else? Oh fuck. Yeah, no, my buddy goes into like actually like exotic candy stores. Like he'll go to places that only get like Skittles from Japan and like chocolate from India and like the craziest flavors, like curry chocolate bars and shit. And like, yeah.
Curry chocolate bars? What the
Yeah. Butter chicken potato chips. Like Lay's, but Lay's from India.
See the size of this candy bar? It's a great value fluffy nugget bar, alright?
Oh,
It's like the
is that
size of
is that from Dollar General or Dollar Store?
No, this is from Walmart. It's two
Yeah, we
candy bars for $1.50, bro. Walmart killing it.
Dollar Store has the same bar exactly. It's like wafer bar or just off-brand
No.
of the real one. You know what I mean?
This is like two fucking Three Musketeers bars. Literally, it's two of them.
Nice. Dude, I love Musketeers, man. Three Musketeers
Bro,
was my childhood.
for $1.50, two of them?
That's a good price. Yeah, man. All right, I gotta go make these sandwiches. I'm
All
hungry. I'll catch you guys later.
Hello, brother.
See you later, Don Turpy. Good talking to you, brother.
Be good, Michael.
Oh, he said you like Mel Gibson.
Me or him?
Lee. fucking he could look like fucking Mel Gibson.
He looks like the Mel Gibson Stein.
Freedom!
The Mel Gibson Stein.
The Melstein.
The Mel Stein.
The Melstein. Fuck, I think I finally got high off that second joint.
Wasn't that
blame it
Mel
on-
Gibson who got in trouble for shooting somebody? No, that was Alec Baldwin. Fuck. What?
Mel Gibson
Close
began
one
to
door.
talk to the Passion of the
Oh.
Christ.
What was that, Ronnie?
I said he got in trouble for the Passion of the Christ. You know, the Catholic Church hated him for that shit.
Yeah, but then he got in trouble. Alec Baldwin was doing a movie, and he went to shoot somebody with a blank, but they fucking
Oh,
they
kind of like the Bruce Lee story.
they Brandon Lee'd him.
Kind of like how Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee died.
Yeah, I was gonna say they Brandon Lee'd him. Fucking.
That's fucked up.
Yo,
Yo, Mel Gibson.
Bruce Lee was the shit, man.
Mel Gibson be done a lot of shit.
Mel Gibson's also against the whole pedo ring too. He
Like-
spends
like-
millions of dollars
Oh,
trying to end sex trafficking and shit. You know who else too? Fucking Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah,
What he been doing?
he's been saving people from sex trafficking.
Oh, that's good. I was gonna say, I hope you weren't about to tell me he's been doing buttholes.
No, he's been ever since he got done doing fucking That's So 70s show. After
Yeah.
that, he ended up fucking getting into like being like a sex trafficking officer. You know, like one of the people who like fight against it.
Oh, that's good.
He spends all his money from like his movies and shit on trying to save little children from like Africa and shit. You
I
know,
don't know why they trying to fucking sex traffic people.
because it's profitable.
Now they always trying to Diddy someone's butthole.
Right? Diddy was online giving out a list the other day. Fucking. He's like, they coming to get me. Take these motherfuckers too.
Oh, he did. He's been rapping off fucking a list. I posted a list that he fucking had quite a few people on there. Well, though, he gave out a hell of a list.
He said, J-Lo.
All of them. Naomi Campbell, all of them.
That was
All-
you posted that?
All of them. You know, they said Naomi Campbell went to Epstein Island. I'm just putting that out there. It's already out there, but I'm just saying that y'all can look that up.
You know who else been there? Oprah.
Oh yeah. You know which ones I found out was fucked up? Shaq and his whole family.
Yeah, right.
Literally. Shaq and his whole family.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, but look, they put out the information, but what's happening about it? Ain't nothing happening. Nobody got arrested. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
gonna be. They too powerful, bro. They let motherfuckers get too powerful. Or if it is, that motherfucker he an android now.
He what?
He one of them androids now. One of them AIs. I know all the fucking rich people, they got their clones and shit. That way they ain't gotta show us up to certain spots. That's why we be seeing motherfuckers glitching. Be having trigger words and shit.
One
Oh yeah.
little dabby for man, one big dabby for mankind.
One big W for Joseph.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
I'm coming. I had to give me some more pop. Yeah, that shit's all fucking fucked up. I don't get it. They they like taking little boys' buttholes. They talk about baby, baby, baby. Oh. Damn, you got the sweat, Joseph. You got the shitty bitty sweaty.
Ooh.
I seen it. You got a gleam. You got a gleam to you. All right. My batteries are powered up again. I can watch YouTubing.
You like that, Ronnie?
Huh?
You like
What
that?
is it? Skylight? Yeah, that's nice. Does it open? Does it crank open? No.
They both open. That one, and that one.
Nice though. Alright, you made me jealous. I gotta do a dab.
Ooh.
I seen them sweats on you and I was like, ooh wee.
Yo,
Talk about
I burned the shit out of
baby,
myself the other
baby.
day.
Oh.
I burned the shit out of myself the other day. I went to go take a dab, and my tip fell out of my nectar collector, and it fell on my jeans. And my reaction was like, pick it up before it burned a hole through my jeans. And like, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
My
Well,
fingertips are still
not
numb.
better. I got tortured up. Damn, it is
Torch it up. Torch it up. The Joe Budden torch song. Fucking torch it
Huh?
up.
Turn it off.
Is that a wifey behind you? Or was that a wifey behind you?
She was. She went to the bathroom.
Tell her I said what's up.
I will. Well,
You
I'm
know how you
dying.
know I'm Puerto Rican?
Mm.
I was carrying a knife.
Mm.
You know what's funny? A lot of people think I'm an Indian because of my hair and shit. That's cool. I like that. Nice. That's your leg knife. Fucking.
Yeah, you don't want to go out in the woods without that. That there's a
That's.
diver's knife. It is. It's got a lot to it
Oh,
too,
you know
so.
that. You know that
But
bitch is
yeah,
sharp then.
you don't want to go out. You don't want to go out there. Yeah, it's got the saw and shit. But yeah, you don't want to be out there in the woods without that. That's your lifesaver right there. Ooh.
I got the tonto tip. This bitch is sharp as fuck. It's called Elite Tactical.
Oh yeah.
Fucking. But it flips out and it locks all by itself, and then you gotta release the lock to drop it, and it's got a window breaker on it.
Oh, that's an understanding marker. But like, what do you mean?
For when motherfuckers think they're gonna roll up the window on you and the window's gonna save them.
Oh yeah. Just take that motherfucker out. But baby.
I already took somebody's window out with it. Fucking, they wanted to cut me off and give me the finger and shit. So I got out my car, and so as I was walking up to the car, they rolled up the window. So I got rid of the window. I was like, "What are you gonna do now?"
Obsoleted the window.
Yep, window to delete.
Send then in the wallet. Go in the wallet. Then I got
I was at a red light. Like there was
I
people
got the
behind me.
multi
Like,
tool in
there
the
was a
wall.
whole bunch of people who saw it too. Nobody said a goddamn word. Check that out. That's the wallet one. That's
Yeah.
cool. That thing's handy.
It's got the knife, the fucking screwdriver, the saws, the fucking for nuts, the bottle opener.
Nice.
I ain't trying to get caught lacking.
Yeah. I take this with me even when I go to the garage. Fucking just like this. This goes with me everywhere.
Yeah. I sometimes forget I get that. I have that one on me.
Yo, the one time I fucked up though, I left the house and I put on the wrong shorts, so I didn't have my knife, and I needed it. I was like, "Fuck, where's my knife?" I
Always
was
when you fucking don't got it, you need it.
I
Always. I swear it happens to me, bro.
went fishing, right? No, I didn't go fishing. I went down to the store, but I was looking for my knife because my fishing pole came undone in my car, and driving
Yeah.
around, I guess the line bouncing around, it got hooked into shit. So I wanted to cut my line, and fucking I went to go for my knife and just cut the line and like go about my business, and I like went for it and it wasn't there, and I was like, fuck. I'm sitting there like looking like a rabbit. I'm trying to bite fucking 12-pound line with my fucking teeth.
I can see you doing that because I've done it.
I tried pulling it apart. I
At
tried
some
pulling
point,
it
bro.
apart. I tried grabbing it and wrapping it around my fingers and going like this. All I did was like almost cut my skin. You know,
Oh
it
yeah, I've
didn't.
done that too. I hate line burn, bro. Line burn sucks.
Mm.
It's just painful. I've had line burn on my fingers from fishing, bro.
You know, I haven't had no luck with that damn whopper plopper.
It's you. I told you it's a fucking
I must be fishing in the wrong fucking lake.
no. It's
Like,
1,000. It's 1,000 cast lure, bro.
it's 1,000 cast lure.
1,000 cast lure. It is. That's
See,
why I
I
be
see videos. I see videos all the time of fucking like professional fishermen throwing the plopper, and they're just ripping lips like all day.
but
They
they
got
don't show you the many casts before that fucking explosion on that fucking Wally Popper, bro. That's the thing. But look, your Senkos, your fucking flukes, your little fish, them bastards, they're gonna blow on them bitches no matter, you know what I mean?
yeah.
At least here in Michigan, if you got the right color fucking Senko worm, wacky rig fucking style, bro, you can fucking slam all day. And up
See,
here, it's the pump.
I feel like the fish are hungrier in other people's lakes.
It could be too.
You know, I feel like a lot of these videos I'm watching are people down in Florida and shit, and those peacock bass are not aggressive. They'll fucking eat anything you throw in the water. You ever seen a peacock bass, the green ones with like the
Yeah,
orange?
yeah.
I think they look so ugly with that big knot on their fucking head, but they're apparently fun to go fishing for.
They look like it. Oh man, I knew I should have clicked off that fucker.
You guys got stripers out in Michigan, right?
Huh?
You guys
Stripers?
got stripers out in Michigan, right?
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
Got largemouth, smallmouth ass.
They got stripers in fucking Illinois.
Maybe, maybe in the dirty waters. We might have stripers out in Lake Michigan, but we got like sheephead shit like that.
What's a sheephead?
Oh, that's a big ugly motherfucker with 2 stones in its head.
Okay. Okay.
We got walleye. We got fucking perch.
See,
We
we have
got
like. Go
we
ahead.
got gar.
Gar? You got alligator gar? Yeah.
No, not the
No.
alligator gar. We got the long nosed gar, spotted
The
gar,
one that's got the wide mouth, right?
the one that's got the really long one
The really long nose.
and
Okay.
a bunch of fucking teeth. Yeah, I got a picture with one I caught. They're fun to catch. Catch them at night. And then we got the northern snakehead.
Okay.
Those are fun to catch too. We call them dogfish, but they're fucking fun to catch.
Do you keep them?
Huh?
Do you keep them? The dog heads? I mean the fucking the what
Dogfish? No.
you said?
Northern snakehead?
Yeah, snakehead.
Nah,
Nah.
nah.
That's the one that can walk on land, right?
No. They got walking catfish in Florida. We ain't got that.
They got a fish that looks like the snakehead, but it can walk on land. It can come up out the water and like chase after you.
The only way a snake can attack you if you got young. They're very good parents. Like very good parents. You come after their fucking, they're like cluster fucking hatchlings. They'll fuck you up.
They got this lure at the bait store. The owner
Mm-hmm.
of the place told me to get it. He told me I'd get a lot of action off it. It's not. It looks like a Rapala, but fucking with the 3 hooks, with the hook in the front, the hook in the middle, and the hook in the back, and it's like one solid piece, and it's like silver and shiny. But it's not a Rapala. It's a different brand. It's like a USA something or like that. A USA. I don't know, but it's like $20 for one of these fucking things. But he told me that it's like he told me it's guaranteed to catch fish, and I was like, "That's what you told me about the plopper."
He's like, you just make me keep spending $20 on a fucking lure, motherfucker. You need a case of beer today, motherfucker? Am I buying your cases
I
of
told him,
beer?
I'm like, as soon as I catch a fish on my plopper,
Fucking, I'll come and buy the other one. Fucking.
No good, motherfucker.
He's
Oh
like, oh,
shit.
I was like, man, I haven't caught no fish. I haven't really caught much fish on the fucking plopper. And he was like, oh man, I
Joseph.
catch fish on the plopper all the time. And I was like, you know, he was like, listen, if you want to catch fish, this is the one you got to get. And I'm like, how much is it? And he's like, $20. And I'm like, man, I'm like, fucking, as soon as I catch a fish on my plopper, I'll come and buy this.
Hey, we on the YouTube.
Are we? Eh.
No, I just turned YouTube on and it popped up. With two potheads on YouTube.
I got my BWG right here.
Right here.
Hey.
I got mine on. Oh, I called him earlier and gave Nevaeh her pet or her present. Brian made her a pendy. So I called Brian and fucking let Nay open that one.
Nice. That's cool.
Hell
I
yeah.
love Brian, man. Fucking Brian's a good
That's
dude.
my guy.
And I love that comedian.
Bye. I'm gonna get off here. It's 11 o'clock.
All right. Much love.
My love, everybody. My love, Joseph.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah, I love my town cooperative design. Put up a new project and cooperative and all that stuff. But